So guys, welcome back to today's video. Now I've got an absolute banger for you guys here where we're going to be dropping a ton of value. This is value you can get started in straight away and start implementing when it comes to getting traffic for your OnlyFans models. So in this video, we're going to be covering the best mechanism that we leverage as an OnlyFans agency to get traffic for our models. Now, this is a traffic mechanism that you can put to use today and get anywhere from around about 200 to 100 subs a day, depending on, of course, how far you scale this actual traffic mechanism. Now, here's a statement that we've got from March 2023, and of course, we did well in April as well. And you can see that we made around about $30,000 net on one of this model's accounts. And the main source of traffic for this model was Instagram shoutouts. Okay, so again, the mechanism we use is Instagram shoutouts, and this involves reaching out to popular Instagram accounts in the same niche as our OnlyFans models and paying for a shout out on their account. Now, what this does is sends traffic directly to our models' OnlyFans pages and has been very effective in increasing subscribers and, as a result, also increasing the earnings of the model. Now, the reason we regard Instagram shoutouts as one of the best mechanisms for your traffic for models is the scalability of the traffic source. Okay, there's lots of other methods out there to get traffic, but this is by far one of the most scalable ones that you can actually get instant returns from. Okay, so you can leverage audiences that have already amassed your model's ideal subscribers, and these are people following these pages that post pictures of hot models and get thousands of impressions. Now, you can take advantage of the traffic sources that they have built, and you can pay anywhere from $10 to $50 per shout out. So super cheap in terms of buying these shout outs from these pages that already have your ideal subscribers for your model. And we typically find that we can get anywhere from a return on investment of 4 to 10x on these pages. Okay, so this is a really powerful strategy, and I recommend those of you watching this video, if you need traffic for an OnlyFans model that you're currently managing, you implement this strategy right away. Now, the key is also to remember that the better your nurturing and back-end sales processes are in your model's account, the higher the return on investment will be for that model. Okay, so if you've got really good nurturing systems that you can actually build a really good relationship with these subscribers that are coming through to your model's OnlyFans pages, you nurture them with the wall feed, you actually do really good sexting sets and sexting sessions to actually build that rapport and build that intimacy between the model and between the subscriber, then you're going to notice that the actual return on investment from implementing these $10 to $50 shout outs is going to be far more than 4 to 10x. Okay, so make sure that you got your back-end sales processes in place. Make sure you got a chatter in the account to optimize the sales, and make sure you got pay-per-views optimized as well. Now, to do Instagram shoutouts, we have a flowchart that simplifies the whole process. So you can see it here. Now, essentially, this is the Instagram shoutout method. Now, very simple. This is how you implement it. So the first thing you want to do is find a list of 20 shoutout pages on Instagram. Okay, so you can go through and search hashtags related. You'll find these type of pages. Within my private consulting community, we actually have a list of these pages that you can get started with straight away. And once you've found 20 list of shout out IG pages, it'll be very easy to find. It'll take you no longer than 30 minutes. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to actually check the engagement of these pages. Okay, so you want to make sure that it's got a majority Western audience, because of course they've got more money and more capital to actually give to your model in order to get the sexual access. You have 5% engagement on these pages. Ideally, that's a minimum. You want a little bit more than that, and you also want to check that the actual page itself has organic comments on posts. Okay, because people can fake engagement. You want to make sure that the actual comments themselves are actually organic and real, because you want to make sure that you're paying money for the shout out on a page which actually has the audience that you want and that will be beneficial for your model. Next, also what you want to find is sub niche specific pages. So these could be fitness pages, cosplay pages, e-girl pages. So of course, if you're managing a fitness model, you're going to want to find these kind of fitness model pages that actually post content around these fitness girls, and you can find all sorts of these different pages. Especially in cosplay, you have these dedicated cosplay pages which don't necessarily highlight the actual cosplay girls, but they be talking about the kind of updates within the cosplay community, as the community itself is really large. They have these conventions, so you can go to these convention pages, you can look at who they're following, who are following them, find these sort of pages and actually pay for shout outs on their pages. So again, you can find traffic sources for your models on these IG pages. You want to make sure that the engagement is really good, so you're not wasting money, and you want to make sure that they're actually your ideal target market, as you don't want to waste that money. So once we've found 20 IG shout out pages and they conform to these specific checks, then what you want to do is you want to buy the shout outs. So when you buy the shout outs, before that, you want to make sure that you've got custom traffic monitoring links. You don't want to just be throwing this money out here, getting a shout out and hoping that you see some subscribers come through. You're going to want to buy shout outs from multiple pages. You're going to have custom traffic links that, of course, you can actually track them with. So you can use something like URL Genius to track it. OnlyFans, they have built-in traffic monitoring links as well within the platform itself. So you want to set up these traffic links and you want to use them when you're buying shout outs, and of course hand them over to the person that you're buying the shout outs for. So in general, these are the typical shout outs that you can buy. So you can get anywhere from $10 to $20 24-hour story shout outs. These can perform really well depending, of course, if the page is really high in engagement. The higher it is in engagement, the higher the 24-hour story shout outs tend to perform. Now, of course, you have $20 to $30 24-hour post shoutouts. So they upload an actual post on their page. This is a shout out for your model. So they're going to be directing all the traffic to your model's Instagram. And then from there, they're going to be directing it to the actual OnlyFans page itself. And the $20 to $30 for actual 24-hour posts. And after 24 hours, they delete the post off their page. These can be very good as well. Next, we have $30 to $50 lifetime post shoutouts. So of course, if the page is really high in traffic and it's getting consistent traffic from their uploads, this is a really good viable option because you can pay $30 to $50 for an actual post that's going to stay on their account. So the more promotion and the more they upload to their page, you're actually going to be getting organic traffic consistently over the next few months to the actual post, and then of course to the model's IG, and then to the actual OnlyFans page itself. Now, when you buy these shoutouts, you're going to want to ask the question, are you getting conversion value above the price of the shoutout itself? Very simple question to ask after buying 5 shoutouts, for example. If not, you want to go and find a list of 20 new IG shoutout pages, because it means that the pages that you're promoting on aren't good quality, and you need to find better ones to actually get good quality traffic from. And of course, if you are, then you want to keep on buying shoutouts to them pages, and you want to basically rinse and repeat until you exhaust that traffic source or that IG page for the actual model itself. So very powerful, simple strategy. Of course, you can get a little bit more in depth in the strategy itself, and we cover that all within our consulting program. However, this is a very quick flowchart that you can use to get started straight away. Very simple. You've got no excuse not to get started. Find the IG pages, make sure they conform to these, buy the shoutouts. You've got a typical rate that you can buy these shoutouts at, and you want to measure whether you're actually getting a conversion value. And going back to that previous point, if your actual lifetime value of the page itself is, so lifetime value of the customers that you get is higher, then of course you can afford to spend more on these shoutouts, and you're going to be seeing more profitable returns, a better return on investment from buying these shoutouts as well. So I do recommend getting your sales processes in place before you start buying these shoutouts, as you want to make sure that you're actually optimizing the customers and the traffic and the subscribers that you are getting from doing these shoutouts, because of course you are investing money yourself in growing these accounts. So this is a very simple strategy. Get started today. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment below. If you're interested in actually implementing a foolproof strategy where we show you how to implement a recruitment system to get high quality models, we show you how to implement these different traffic mechanisms to get traffic for your models, we show you how to implement the sales mechanisms and how to outsource absolutely everything, so you only have to do a couple of hours work a day to actually make 10, 20, 30,000 a month, then book in a call down below and we'll get started on your game plan and how you can actually get started with making money through OnlyFans management.